Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey?
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did So much balls. There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh, hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. Sorry for the delay. I had to get some things going right quick, so I apologize for that. But welcome to the show. We are gonna be talking about NXT because, babe, NXT was fun. It was fun. Now, NXT started off a little rocky for me. Shawn Michaels called Solo and Carmelo Hayes into his office. And essentially what he did was he stripped Solo of the championship. He was forced to relinquish it. Basically, what he said was last week, Solo entering into this championship match was unsanctioned. Therefore, he can no longer be the North American champion, okay? Also, this also plays into the actions of what Carmelo did to Wes Lee, which led to Solo being able to take the title from Carmelo Hayes. Now, Carmelo thought, I got this thing in the bag. I'm finna get my championship handed back to me. I'm still the North American champion, right? Wrong, Playboy, because technically you did lose to Solo last week. You no longer are the North American champion, and therefore the title is officially what? vacated. Okay, so instead of handing it back to Carmelo and we having to listen to Carmelo not missing once again, there's a ladder match happening at Halloween Havoc that has been set up and the tournament has started. Now, basically, because Carmelo is the former champion and because of the circumstances of his loss, he has automatically been entered into the tournament. Now, Wesley was offered the same deal due to the fact that Carmelo Hayes did attack him based off of the WWE Universe voting him in to be the one to challenge Carmelo for the title. But Wesley has decided to take the harder road. He doesn't want an easy pass to the title. He wants to earn it. Okay, so he is going to compete next week for his slot in the ladder match at Halloween Havoc. But we already know the man who has qualified, actually the first qualifier for this tournament, and that is Oro Mensah. Now, if you don't know who Oro Mensah is, Oro Mensah comes from NXT UK. Okay, he comes directly from Ghana. Okay, shout out to Ghana. But Oro Mensah did qualify with a little help from Apollo Crews. Now, if you remember some weeks ago, Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller had a match with each other, and Grayson Waller decided to try to take Apollo Crews out by the vision. Okay, now we saw I think it was last week that he did a video. He was talking about his injury in his eye, and then he turned and looked at the camera and his eye was bleeding and it was bad. And I was like, oh, maybe you should put that up, get you a little patch or something, a little Popeye tease, little pirate tease, get you a patch or something and get that put away. But he didn't do that because he showed up tonight in Oro Mensah and Grayson Waller's match tonight, and he scared the living daylights out of Grayson Waller because he was looking dead at him with his eye bleeding with this creepy ass smile on his face. So this gave Oro Mensah the opening he needed to take Grayson Waller off of his game, and he pretty much was able to beat Grayson Waller and qualified for the North American Championship ladder match. Now, my spidey senses are telling me that this match is going to have Carmelo, Oro, Wesley, Ricochet, and somebody else is going to qualify. Okay, because I just can't see them not putting Ricochet in this match, seeing as how Ricochet was in the first one. I think, yeah, he was. He wasn't the first one. So with him having this thing going on with Carmelo, I can pretty much see Ricochet qualifying for this match. At least I would put him in the match. Ricochet ain't got shit else to do. He ain't doing nothing. I mean, he picking up wins on SmackDown and shit, but like he ain't doing nothing. Send his ass to NXT for a little bit. Let him get a little couple of, shake some feathers over there in NXT. A good match between him and Oro Mensah would do wonders for Oro Mensah. Yes, it would. But anyways, Oliver Carter, cool name change. Hey, when he came out there, the moniker said Oro Mensah. That's what I'm going by. But if his name was Oliver Carter in NXT UK, kudos to that. Okay. So we got to see who this little red hoodie bitch is, and it is indeed a bitch. Okay, it's a girl. And I imagine that this image came up around the time that Gacy was out there talking. Now, I went on Twitter to do some little digging, okay? Because Twitter usually has the tea. You just got to find it, okay? This is a callback to Joe Gacy's original character that he had on the Indies. He used to come out with a face mask and it had like red paint dripping down on it, all that good stuff. But this character, or this particular rendition of, Joe and Gacy's aesthetic, this is all a part of him. Now, I'm not sure of how this is going to play into Joe Gacy and everything that he is doing, but this woman has been popping up at every stage, every backstage table, every single time she is there. So it leads me to believe that they're going to be adding a female to his stable very, very soon. Now, who that female is, I don't know, but it'd be very interesting to see who is going to be a part of Joe Gacy's schism. Okay, now, like I said, Solo, he ended up having to relinquish his championship tonight. And he no longer is the North American champion, but he did say he had his eyes set on another title in the E, and he's gonna be exclusively on SmackDown because that is where the bloodline resides. That is their home, SmackDown. So he is gonna be there with his brothers and his older cousin and the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn, and of course the wise man, Paul Heyman. With all that being said, Solo left a message on Twitter. I would have uploaded it, but I got too many things uploaded in here, child. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, so let's get into the rest of the TV. I'd want to have Ricochet to throw some of them ladders for entertainment. Period. YouTube ain't shit. They didn't notify you. I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. I don't know why they're not notifying people. I highly encourage all of you to please make sure you go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, well, obviously you're on YouTube, but you need to make sure that your notifications are on and make sure that you are subscribed so that you can be notified when I go live and you can be a part of the show from the very beginning and you won't miss anything. Usually I do all of the wrestling stuff in the very beginning of the show. Towards the end of the show is where we be having fun and just joking around. Everything else, is pretty, it's done. It is what it is, right? So please do not forget to subscribe, and please make sure you turn on your notifications. Even if you already have your notifications on, just kind of switch it and click it off and click it back on, because sometimes YouTube does that with everybody and anybody. So I've been getting a lot of messages from people. Because he just put it in chat. I've been getting messages from people who are subscribed, and he's been subscribed, of course. But I get messages from people telling me that they are not getting notified when I go live, and they're tired and they're missing the lives, which is why I post on my Instagram often that I am live. Come over to YouTube now while I'm live, or I'm going to go live in a minute. That's why I do that, because I know a lot of people miss the notifications. But be sure to subscribe so that you can know when I'm going live. I will also post on my Twitter when I'm going live. I'll do it on my Twitter too, just to be safe. I'll do it on my Instagram as well. And I will even do it here so that some people can see it. I'll post it as a little picture that I'll post so you guys can know that I'm going live and it is time. Okay. Anyways, so let's get into NXT. So the first match of the night was Nathan Frazier and Axiom. It was a solid match. I mean, these two always perform very well, so I'm not really surprised about that. I don't right off remember who won this match, so you'll have to pardon me. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me, but I do not remember who won this match. Let me see. Because everything else I saw, I didn't see the other matches. Oh, I'm missing this match, which I thought I uploaded this one, but I did not. Okay. Sir, let me see. I imagine Nathan Frazier won this match because there'd be no reason to continue this 3. Okay, so that makes sense. Nathan Frazier won the match because it wouldn't make sense for them to go forwards with another match when basically Axiom won 2 out of 3. would be no point in getting another match. So obviously Frazier had to win this match, just for the hell of it. Let me see you clap your hands. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor. Anyways, so let's move on to the next match that I saw, which was Toxic Trash and Tatum, Paxley, and Ivy Nile had their match. Toxic Trash won, so there's that. I mean, I didn't care about this match. I was glad the girls had another match, but I just didn't give a shit about this match. Unfortunately for Ivy and Tatum, they have not been able to get out the blocks, which is a little disappointing because to me, I would imagine you would want to build up the women's division, not necessarily tear it down. And giving Toxic Attraction the go ahead to keep, having momentum moving forward doesn't really do anything for the other girls to be able to take over once they decide to pull them from NXT. You need to build up the smaller stars, not tear them down or use them to put over or give Toxic Attraction another win to pad their belt. They've already had the tag team titles twice. In my personal opinion, they don't need them. You need to be worried more so about the girls who are coming after them, not the ones who are already there, who've already established themselves and who've already put themselves at the top of the mountain. You need to be giving Tatum and Ivy some wins over girls like Toxic Attraction. You need to be having them compete. If you're going to have a women's tag team division, make it worthwhile. Okay? Just saying. Can you bring it to the top? Like it up, never stop. I couldn't help it. I was stuck in my head. Also, we had this match. Praying Mantis went up against Wendy Chu, and Wendy Chu got bested by her with her whack ass DDT. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Cora. A lot of people like Cora. I could do without Cora. I'm gonna be honest with you. And it really don't have nothing to do with her being a heel. When she was a face, I wasn't the biggest fan of her. But I figured since they was building her up so much that she probably was going to be the one to take the title off of Andy, that was not the case. Kind of glad that she didn't, because if she was going to be champion acting like this, she was going to be insufferable for real. I could deal with Mandy because I already know what the fuck she going to say. But this bitch is delusional. I don't know. I was on Twitter, looking around on Twitter, and Twitter is a fucking cesspool. I just can't get over how fucking weird Twitter is. But I happen to be on Twitter, and I said on my Twitter, okay, hold on. Let me get it up because I was genuinely like, really? Because the crowd was more into Cora than they were Wendy. They wasn't giving they wasn't giving Wendy no play. Like, eventually, as they started the match, half of the crowd was cheering for Wendy, half of the crowd was cheering for Cora. But my thing was, Wendy put on a solid match against Cora, and in fact, Wendy usually does put on a solid match. Her character is cute, and it's fun, and it's refreshing because it's not as fucking stuck up and so, it's not so full of itself. It's like the character is just fun to watch. Right? But people are so hell-bent and stuck on the fact that she's walking around with a onesie and a pillow and a cup, and she's only concerned with getting her Z's, child, and living her best life, that they're missing the best aspect of it. Sometimes the best characters in the E are the ones who are so inconspicuous and so aloof and just so avant-garde and outside of the box. Those characters are the absolute best. Not everything has to be a worker men's match. Not everything has to be 5-star. Although Wendy can pull that out. Sometimes the best stuff that happened in the E and in wrestling period is character based. And if people would just give shit a chance, we probably would be able to enjoy stuff a lot better. But y'all want everything to be serious and realistic when we all know that wrestling is a choreographed sport. We're all aware of this. And yet you treat it as if it should be something serious. And she doesn't take herself seriously. And I like that aspect of the character. I think that is the greatest part of her character, is that she doesn't take herself that seriously. And y'all are really ruining it. Like, you're just so ruining it. Like, and the song is about. Okay. All right. So I put this tweet out there, and the tweet said, the NXT crowd be on some weird ish. Wendy Chu isn't bad at all. I find her to be so cute and refreshing. Praying Mantis Cora J be getting on my nerves. And she really do. It's not even her character, because I can understand the heel work, right? But it is the delusional aspect of her character. Like, I could understand if she was like former women's champion and Mandy beat her to get the title back. Totally could get that, because I could be like, there be some validity to what she's saying. But you're like, I'm the future of the business. I'm like, yeah, but you had at least 2 opportunities to actually be the future, and you failed, bitch. And Roxanne wasn't even there to cost you that one. You did that all by your lonesome, all by your bony ass. Okay, you did that all by yourself. And then when Roxanne got a chance to get the titles, y'all was tag team champions. She was like, I'm going to capitalize and get it even more. You get jealous because the girl was getting it. Now, do I think Roxanne could have waited? Sure do. 100%. Obviously. I don't think Roxanne should have cashed in when she wanted to. I feel like she should have held off and waited. I really hate the fact that the first women's cash in for the breakout star for the women, it didn't yield a result like the first. Well, this wasn't the first, but this was the contractual version of it. So we'll say the first contractual version of the breakout star tournament for the men yielded results for Carmelo Hayes. He became champion. Whereas with Roxanne, she didn't get nothing out the deal. Now, I hate that, because it could have worked out better and differently in her favor. But this shit with Cora is just getting on my nerves, okay? A bitch start fucking Brian Breaker and get some black clothes, and all of a sudden now we just lost in the sauce. And it's not equating, okay? So until further notice, she always gonna be praying Mantis. I don't like her, and that's just the way it is, baby, okay? Rico's here. Oh, now listen, like I said, praying Mantis is what it is. I'm like her, and that's just shit. That is gonna be her name with me for forevermore. It has been decreed, and that's where it's gonna be, honey. All right, now. Unfortunately, we were subjected to this Neanderthals match, and I feel bad for Sangha because he deserved better than this. Now, somebody on Twitter also said that in a few years, Von Wagner is going to be NXT champion. When that happens, I will no longer be watching NXT's championship matches until Von Wagner drops it. Quite frankly, I don't see the star power in Von Wagner in any way, shape, or form. I feel like Von Wagner is severely overrated, and I feel like even in the character department, he lacks substance. He lacks character, period. His character comes from Robert Stone, which is fine if you just had a little bit of something. Like, even with Brock Lesnar, he has something. When it comes to Bobby Lashley, as much as it pains me to say, he has something. You are just big and ignorant for no reason. You got all that height, all that body mass, and all that so-called power, and there's nothing that yields from it. You're a boring wrestler, you're a boring superstar, and your matches are not captivating even in the slightest. I don't understand the reasoning behind booking you or pushing you in any way, shape, or form. I would not have hired you. I'm being 100% honest. But you're there, but I am choosing not to watch your boring ass because you're boring. Okay, you're boring to me. Another person that's boring, and I'm finna go on a rant about Damon Kemp. Damon Kemp, baby, listen. Let me take this Neanderthal off the screen. Let me find Damon. Let me find him. Hold on, because I need for y'all to see what I see. Okay, I need y'all to understand. I just need y'all to see it. Okay, hold on. Let me put y'all comments in here. You mean the hottest wrestler under the sun? Rika. Same. It's not even giving Jack swagger. So y'all see where I'm at. Y'all understand what I'm saying. I could deal with Von Wagner if he had something, but he ain't got nothing. He gives nothing. A few years, he's been there for 3 years. If it's not here and now, it's never. Ciao. Hold on, let me bring Damon into the class. Come to the front of the class, Damon. Come on, baby, because you are also another one who is boring. Okay, let me tell y'all what I said on Twitter, because I am never going to not believe this, but I was like, I have never been so disappointed in a heel turn, mainly because he's uninteresting. Look, just let the Creed brothers whip your ass so I can go back to watching them chase and carry the gold. You, sir, are boring, and I could honestly care less about when, where, and why. Just let me know when you're going to get your ass beat, because it's painfully obvious that you were the culprit after the heel turn. So bye. I'm just not feeling you, bro. There's nothing about you that says menacing heel. Nothing. If anything, you give off little brother who's trying to bite. If anything, you give off, I gotta solidify my place, so I gotta step up to the plate. But you don't, bitch. You don't. You're not giving anything. What are you telling us? That you turned Diamond Mine against each other. Great. Now you got the Creed brothers coming after you, and you got Roderick Strong coming after you. Okay, bitch. And then the way you laughed and pointed at Julian when you put the handcuffs on him, it was like watching a 13-year-old kid tease his little brother for peeing on himself in the bed when you're the one who put the water and the fucking ammonia in the bed to make it smell like pee, bitch. Like you're a trickster. You're a joke. And I ain't laughing. There's nothing about you that says we need to look out for Damon Kemp. Why? Because just off of you talking, dry coochie. Dry coochie, bitch. Best way to explain it. Dry coochie. It's sandpaper. Desert. You don't give anything. And I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand what you're going to do once all of this smoke settles. All right. So let's look at it from a long-term perspective. Cool. turn on Diamond Mine. Okay, obviously you're gonna have to fight them. Okay, so it's either you're gonna beat them and continue to blow through them, or they're gonna beat your ass and you're gonna fade into obscurity. Either way, let's say for the sake of argument that you beat them and you blow through them and you somehow best them and you're like, I've proven that I'm better than Diamond Mine. Okay, bitch. Now the fuck what? You're gonna go after the North American Championship? Hell to the no. Cause I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit up and listen to you bitch and whine on the microphone and tell everybody how you took down Diamond Mine from within inside because your mind is so superb. It's so superb, bitch, that you took it down from the inside. Okay. And now you know that you got all the chops to destroy and take over this whole division. I refuse to suffer through one of your matches with your balls hanging out. That's the first thing. Number two, I refuse to suffer through you cutting promos. Refuse. I don't understand how your brother not prepared and he's not progressing, but your ass is. Because your brother can't be that fucking bad. If your ass is out here and you're out here doing this shit, bitch, your brother must be horrible. He must be horrible. Basura. What? Who did this? Who did this? Wait. Now, I mean, the Bad Bunny thing ain't too bad. Right? Rico. Stop. Oh, God. I mean, he just ain't got it. I'm sorry. Some of y'all might be mad at what I'm saying, but I do not care, child. I do not care. Y'all really, he really is just, Rico call him Moose Knuckle, child. That's because his two little balls, his little birds, be hanging out because he wears that one piece, but he don't wear no cup or no jock strap, and that really irritates my soul. I feel like you should put your shit up. Not even for the sake of protecting your balls, but for the sake of my eyes, you should put your tiny ass shit up. I mean, you got grapes for balls, so put them away. They should not be sitting there pursed right there for everybody to see. No, sir. No, sir. Put your shit up. Put your balls up. Give Robert Stone to somebody he can work with, please. Okay, he's talking about Von Wagner, and I 100% agree. I think Von Wagner's character is bullshit. It's a stupid ass character. Robert Stone works better with the girls. He works better with the girls. Put him with a new tag team that is for the girls. Don't make him a joke, but really make him their manager and let him help them advance. Because him being with Wagner is garbage. Garbage. And a waste of Robert Stone's time. A waste of time. Okay? Because when he was with Chelsea, that shit was funny. I'm not even going to fucking lie. And I was actually like, bitch, this might go somewhere. If they had a went with it, it could have. Then when they put him with Taya Valkyrie, and they had that other girl with him, Jessie McKay, is that what's her name? I don't know, Swerve's girlfriend. I don't know if he's still with her or not, but he was with her. When they was a little group, I was like, okay, I don't see where this is going because Taya don't need Robert, but you know. But anyways, y'all know what I'm saying. When people see Damon Kemp, they're like, take all of the red solos away. We can't have a party. Oh, child. To the beat of that on that girl. These moose knuckles ain't stopping me. 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 Cause I'm that hoe. Deadass. Rico ignorant. He looks like one of the alien species from Mass Effect. I just saw what he said in the group chat, and child, you ain't shit. His acting is terrible. Facts. Facts. No poker face. Facts. And he smiled like an old man. I'm a little upset. You're not supposed to agree.
You said it.
He looks like the pug from MIB. Oh, damn. And he doesn't have choreography down. Even though Roderick Strong wasn't the culprit, he's still not off the hook to me because he was always tripping for no reason, specifically at Julian. Well, yeah, but in this case, Roderick was trying to be the big dog and he didn't have to be.
Up there acting like a little bigoted bitch.
That mean your brother is shitty, right? Think about like what we looking at. Like we looking at you actually be here, and you suck. So your brother has to be terrible.
Clickety clap.
He said shite. Okay, girl. If Damon is this bad and he's on TV, but Gable isn't, the Stevensons brothers are not for the boys with the booming system. Okay. The Creed brothers got on dance belts or something. Their shit is kept in. Okay. Hey, Tirsa. She said, I missed the whole show again. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Oh, now you want to hear something that would make sense, but not really. Somebody from, okay, so Jesse Kamea. Okay, so I was kind of close. The Spirit Squad needs to be acting like investors. You know what, Don? I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that at all. I am not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I also just discovered that Crown Jewel is the same day as my friend's wedding. So I'm going to miss that also. So today was a bitch. Ooh, but Tirza, you know what? Crown Jewel is a throwaway, it's a throwaway event. And while I am going to watch it, because I'm always going to watch it. I don't have a problem with Crown Jewel, like not, having these kind of throwaway matches that they're doing. But I don't think you're going to really miss anything because you know how this is going to end, babes. You know how this is going to end. And I know you like to watch it in full, in real time, and you got to see your man do his thing. But at the same time, like, you're not going to miss nothing, babe. I mean, I'm just being honest that you are not going to miss anything. Can you put me the rest of my juice in here? They could pair Amari with Aaliyah James from NXT UK and put Robert with them. Okay. What? I love how Brian is excited about competition. I agree. I'm going to get to Brian Breaker in a minute. Damon Kemp needs its own site. Damon real scrunched in the face. Okay, very old man. He gives very much old ass creepy man. Okay. Like I smell shit old man. Like which one of you niggas farted? That's how his face always looked. Right. Ass whooping sooner rather than later. She is not happy with Damon, okay? Yeah, I got called into work, so I missed the whole show too. He gives that energy. He do. Tirza, do you record your WWE shows on DVR? And if you don't do that, NXT shows up on Peacock 2 days later. Oh, that's a good tip, Kayla. Thanks. I like that idea, Rico. It sounds like a cute idea. I would like that. Or you know what? You know what? And y'all probably gonna be like, well, do she really need one? I think Lash could benefit from being with Robert Stone. And if you're gonna bring Jakara in, let Lash and Jakara run as a tag team, and let Robert be their manager. I wouldn't mind that at all. Like, you would have Lash in the back giving all her sass and Robert being her lead out. I think that's a good combo between the two of them. Now, it may be a little overload if Robert, I think Robert would know how to dial it back when necessary. But yeah. So, like I said, Praying Mantis beat Wendy Chu. And so Lash ended up. Yeah, child. Lash ended up coming in and kicking her. Well, she had some real cute boots on today. Her pants was cute, but they was a little too high. I know they was probably meant to be that way, by the way they was hemmed. But because Lash is so tall, it just looked like she was flooding. And I feel like she didn't have to flood. But I liked her whole outfit. I thought her outfit was cute. Okay. Anyways, so that happened. Now, Roxanne could have came out there and bust Cora Jade in the back with a damn kendo stick. And I'd have made mine white with all my colors and shit on mine, since Cora like coming out there with her all black kendo stick. At the bare minimum, Roxanne should have came out there and bust that bitch in her back. But she did. She keeping it real classy, but it could not have been me. As many times as this bony bitch has sneak attacked her, I'd have whooped her ass just for the hell of it. Could not have been me. Could not have been me. Yeah, I DVR it. I just never get around to watching it because I be mad I missed it in real time. Them panties was so tight she couldn't get that leg up, child. Like, the waters were a little high for Lash. I mean, just a little bit, Ilia. Just a little bit. I would have did shorts or flare-out pants. Her pants were flared. They was a slight boot cut, dime. A very slight boot cut, but it was a boot cut. However, I just felt like they was just a little too high. Now, that could be my own personal preference for my own eye, but to me, Lash is a very tall, statuesque like girl, so she doesn't need that type of look. It needs to be longer on her and the length of her pants, but I get why she wore the pants like that. It was to show off the boot. But I think you're right. Them color shorts would have knocked with that whole outfit. I'd have been like, okay, Lash. Okay, girl. Shorts would have worked. He said, well, Tirza, I think this week was pre-recorded, though. So, Tirza was late. So we're going to go back over it again just for the girls who came in a little late. Solo relinquished the North American Championship. Per Shawn Michaels, who is the current head of NXT. Excuse me. Anyway, so Solo ended up relinquishing his title per the current, GM, I guess you could say, of NXT, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels basically said because this match was not legally sanctioned, that Solo cannot legally walk around with a championship. So he had to hand it over. Now, Carmelo thought he was getting that thing back, but he did not. They set up a ladder match for Halloween Havoc on October 22nd. Okay, and this is going to be on the Peacock Network. So it looks like NXT's pay-per-views are going back to the Peacock Network because it says it's streaming on Peacock, which I fucking love. Okay, So NXT's
So Halloween Havoc will be actual pay-per-view.
it is going to be a pay-per-view.
Hell yeah.
So NXT's Halloween Havoc is going to be on the Peacock Network Saturday, October 22nd. They're going to have this big-ass ladder match, and Oro Mensah has qualified as well over Grayson Waller. All right? So Carmelo had the ability to be able to be grandfathered in because he was already North American champion, and the way that his title was, essentially lost, he was able to be grandfathered in. Now, the key to this is Wesley was also offered the opportunity to be grandfathered into the match, but he chose the latter. He chose the harder road. He said that he wanted to earn his slot into this ladder match and become the North American champion on some real shit. So that's what he's going to do. So my prediction is that they're going to have Carmelo, Oro Mensah, all right? Ricochet probably going to qualify somewhere in there. And you're going to have Wesley qualify. So I don't know. I think this last match between Axiom and Nathan Frazier is probably going to be for that last slot in the NXT North American Championship ladder match. Just saying. Because if they have it in at Halloween Havoc, that to me, that ain't no incentive to do shit. Because we basically just had a best of 3 for nothing. Yeah. Which is fine. But at the same time, why not add a little sizzle? Why not add a little spice to it? You know what I'm saying? Give us a little something. So we had that going on, child. Yes, baby. He had him relinquish it. No, they were too high. Well, it doesn't even make you feel better. Tonight's show was pre-taped, and next week's show is going to be pre-taped as well. Lash has great legs, so shorts would have worked, even though I ain't see it. Oh, it was cute, Tears. It really was. And I like the shorts idea. Don come through in the clutch when he need to, baby. He do, because that would have worked. That would have knocked, honey. She said, wait, Sean had him relinquish the title? Yes, honey bunches. Yes, he had him relinquish the title. Okay. She said, what the fuck? That's what everybody was saying on Twitter and on Instagram. Everybody was tripping. She said, I know his old droopy eye in the face ass ain't make him do that bullshit. Yes, his droopy eye in the face ass did. Yes, ma'am, he did. He made him relinquish that championship. So that's why Solo's not in this ladder match, because he's no longer champion. And officially, he is no longer a part of the NXT roster. Therefore, he pretty much is going to be rolling exclusively on SmackDown in the bloodline with his older cousin and his brothers, the honorary Usos, Sami Zayn, and Paul Heyman, the wise man. He said yes, because technically, basically, Solo isn't on the roster. Okay. He said so much melanin. I'm mad as fuck. He said, but then it made up because Melo ain't get it back, which is true. Carmelo doesn't have the championship. It is officially vacated. Okay, so the title is up for grabs, and quite frankly, Carmelo shouldn't get it back. Now, I think that they should let Wesley win, and then he have a couple matches with Melo, and then that be the end of it for Melo. And if Melo wants to go after the NXT Championship, he definitely should. But he could also move his ass to the main roster and see what they got shaking over there. Period. Because he need to go in the garbage. Okay, because I don't know what the fuck he had on today, but I know Burberry is highly upset. I know they highly upset. Okay. Anyway, fuck ass Wagner won this match against Sangha. I really wanted Sangha to get a win because Sangha hasn't been on TV in a while, hasn't wrestled in a while. And I just feel like a lot of times WWE is so busy building up other people that they don't really build up the people that they should. And I just went on a full rant about Von Wagner, and honestly, I don't feel like talking about his Neanderthal, lowbrow looking ass anymore. He just is just dry coochie. Dry motherfucking coochie. It's the only way I can explain it. Okay. Nathan Frazier and Axiom opened up the show. They had their match, their second best of 3 match, and they told me Frazier won because I didn't watch the match to the finish. I didn't see it, but I did get to see pieces of the match, and for the most part, this match was very good. Now, Toxic Trash and Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley had their match, and Toxic Trash won the match. Like I said earlier, it makes no sense to me to keep boosting Toxic Trash. They have already been to the top of the mountain multiple times, and Mandy is currently women's champion. There's nothing else for them to do. If anything, they should be putting people over, and they should be preparing them to transition to the main roster, okay? But if you can't do that, live your best life, bitch. But I'm just over it. I'm over them and I'm over it. Preferably with Trick in a trash bag, period. I like the honorary Sami Zayn. I think him being in the fray has given a few more legs to the bloodline storyline. I can't even believe I'm saying that. No, Tirza, you're right. You're right, but you know what's about to happen? You know what's about to happen? They're going to do War Games, and the bloodline is probably going to be at the helm of it. But Jey Uso going to do some shit that's going to fuck up the game. He probably going to pull a Dakota. I promise you. Mark my words, baby. Mark my words. And Sangha deserves the win because he fine. He is a nice looking man. I'll never say he's not. He is a very nice looking man. And his Instagram, baby, he be dressing. I don't know what it is about them. What are they? Southeast Asian? Is that what they're that what part of the Asia they in? India? Southeast?
Baby, why you asking me geography questions?
No, baby. Well, it is a geography question. I'm sorry. I don't know what nationality Sangha is, and I don't want to say that he's something that he's not, but I do know that let me look. Yeah, okay, so he would be considered Southeast Asian, I think. Them Southeast Asian men can dress. They got some style, honey, okay? I don't know what it is, but they got swag. They do, because gender does too, as does Veer. Okay, if you ain't never seen their Instagrams, you definitely should go check, because when they get them paints on with them nice slipper shoes they put on their little blazers. You know, they be looking good, honey. I'm like, okay, girl, you better stop. You better quit now. Stop playing. Stop it. Also, my boss saw my septum ring, and she said she doesn't allow those types of piercings. So once it's healed more, I'm going to have to flip it up. I'll tell you what I think about that in the group chat, because she could eat a dick as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, the president has spoken. Jay is pulling a Dakota betrayal. I'm just saying, I see my spidey senses is tingling. And usually when it comes to Trip, I'm about 80 to 90% correct when it comes to Trip, because he kind of laid his cards out for me to see. Vince kind of throw you a curveball sometimes, but Triple H is pretty much down the line. When he's writing a story, it goes how he wants it to go. You feel me? He might give you a little curveball, like what he did with Damage Control and Raquel and Ilia, you know, giving Raquel and Ilia the titles first, then letting Damage Control get it. Like, that was a little bit of a curveball, but we all saw the writing on the wall, right? I'm just telling you. Don't flip it up before it's healed, because it can get infected. Facts. Yeah, Sammy is what's keeping them interesting. Agreed. 100%. She chose a Sweet Frog out of all the Frozen Delight stores. She doesn't have taste. Also, when I was on the phone with her, she was calling me into work. She was high-key not happy with me about yesterday. Fuck that bitch. Okay. Rico. We are going to pretend like we are not talking about that hoe today. We're not going to give her no energy. Because I'm telling you, as soon as you get that, as soon as you cop that new gig, you bust in the door walk right in her office and be like, fuck you, I quit, bitch. Just leave. Don't go back. Don't look back. What? Don't look back ever. Just leave her stupid ass right where you found her. Because she's an idiot. Also, when I was on the phone with her, she wasn't happy about me yesterday. What the fuck is she going to do? Like, there was nothing she could do. Dumb bitch. And I agree. I don't even know this bitch, but she can eat a dick and balls for dessert. She plays nice, but you can pick up in her voice when she's secretly annoyed. And she just gonna have to be annoyed. Excuse me. Let her do her. It's your body and you'll do what you want to. You watching a ha-ha video? Period, Ilia. Oh my God. That's how I'm gonna leave. All right, y'all. So the final match of the night was Tyler Bate versus JD McDonough. Okay, and here's where the shit gets sticky, icky. Okay, JD McDonough did beat Tyler Bate clean, but Ilia Dragunov showed up tonight and blew the doors off of NXT. Blew the doors off that bitch. Okay, so I know for sure. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all, at NXT Halloween Havoc, it is going to be Ilia Dragunov versus JD McDonough versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. Okay? It is happening.
Who was it between JD and Tyler Bate?
JD did.
Oh, okay.
It is happening, loves. It is happening. It is happening. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get my picture. What's with the picture? Like, what are y'all doing? Taking a picture?
No, I don't know what the hell they was doing.
That's weird. So, like I said, Dragunov showed up tonight, and I just know that this is turning into a triple threat at Halloween Havoc, and I can't fucking wait. Dragunov be putting on some of the best matches. He is hard hitting. I love Dragunov, and this is gonna be fucking dope. This is gonna be fun as shit. Braun Breaker is in for the fight of his life, fucking around with Dragunov. And if you think that just a slap in the chest is gonna take this fucking this crazy motherfucker down, it's not happening. Braun Breaker gonna have to do more than his usual 1-2 to take this crazy motherfucker out, cause it's not happening. And JD McDonough can be all the creepy he want to be, but that shit ain't gonna work on Dragunov. It's just not. So we shall see, honey. We shall see. I'm so excited for Halloween Havoc. I really am. Wait, Tirza is experienced with piercings. Yes, she is. And you know that she is. Usually I wouldn't get my septum pierced because I don't have the type of pain tolerance, but you live your best life, Rico. The guy I used to work with back in the day in retail quit like that, dead ass. As you should, especially when people been fucking with you. Just busting that motherfucker and just be like, bitch, I quit. And I ain't taking no 2-week notice either. I'm out this motherfucker. Just walk out. Fingers in the air. Fuck this damn yogurt. Fuck all this shit, bitch. just quit, because you're not going to ever go back. When would you consider heel? Because I know I can swap the jewelry out after 6 weeks. He's back. Dang. I can believe it, child. But then he started flipping tables and throwing products, and I got the fuck out the way. Tuh. And I bet the New York accent topped it off, period. And I have a coworker who used to have one, and she said after 2 to 3 weeks, it can be flipped up. as he should have. Throw stuff like a G. 2 to 3 weeks isn't enough time at all. 4 to 6 weeks is more like it. Hey, everyone. Hello, King. Tiffany said, hold on. Let me get a picture. I had to get a picture so people can know who I'm talking about. Because sometimes you might not know the name, but you can always put a face to the name, okay? And Tirza said, I like him. See, she know who it is. You got to put a face to the name, okay? Dragunov is crazy as hell. He very much is. He very much is, okay? So there's not going to be, I'm just going to break you or I'm just going to beat you down. No, you're going to have to kill him. Okay, you're going to have to literally kill him because Walter, the first match between Dragunov and Walter,
epic.
Walter damn near killed Dragunov and he still was getting up. Okay, the second match was light work. I'm going to keep it 100. Okay, because Dragunov's chest looked like minced meat. Okay, it was quite bloody. You can see the fat globules in his skin. That's how much he got chopped. That's how much blood had risen to the surface. Okay? Okay? This is not a game. This is not a drill. This is going to be a mess. Okay? And if Braun Breaker don't get his shit together and start getting his stuff together and stop fucking around with praying Mantis, prancing around with her and shit, if he don't get his shit together and really make it right, he gonna fuck around and lose that damn championship. Okay? Just saying. His match with Walter still gives me chills, right? I go back and watch it sometimes when I'm bored and I really want to, get an adrenaline rush. I know how it's going to end, but I still fucks with that match heavy. I do. The septum piercing didn't hurt that bad. Dragunov throws his whole body and look like he's trying to rip in every match. He do. The needle goes in and makes your eyes tear up, but once the ring is in there, it's fine. Speaking of work, I had a really good orientation day at my new job today. Congratulations. She gonna keep it 100, child. Never in a day would I ever say 100. First of all, I'm not a dork. And Athena is a dork. And I don't care about nobody coming in here talking about, she's a dork. What you gonna do? Nothing. Shit. Dork.
Yeah, she said it herself.
Dork. Nah, she calls herself a nerd. She calls herself a nerd, but there's a difference between a nerd and a dork.
And a geek.
Okay, there's a difference.
Why does a kid you rather be a nerd? Nerds can slide in between all three worlds and be smooth sailing. And no one would know the latter. I'm serious.
No, that's disrespectful to the nerds. She tries to be a cool weeb, but she tries too hard. She thinks she don't because she be sitting up there playing Pokemon Go. Girl. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to catch them all, okay?
So I'm actually looking forward to the new one that drops in November. I ain't gonna hold you.
There's a new one?
Scarlet and Violet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even beat the other one yet.
Let's go, Evie.
Yeah. Girl, she ain't gonna never be able to do that. That hair is what it is. Anyway. So, baby, that was NXT. They are setting up Halloween Havoc. I suspect that very soon they're going to announce that Mandela will be defending her championship against Alba Fire. which I don't mind that at all. But we did see the girls on Twitter arguing. Nikita Lyons and Zoe Starks was going at Katana and Kaden boring ass necks. They was talking about, how, they ain't waiting in line. They coming to take what they believe is to be theirs. And Katana and Kaden was like, bitch, hold up. You coming to take what? Nah, baby, what I'm going to need for you to do is to journey like the rest of us and stop thinking you just deserve privilege. And Zoe was like, well, while you was journeying trying to get to the titles, bitch, I had the titles. Was she not lying? She was like, I held those championships. So while you're sitting up here popping off at the mouth thinking you get bad, she was like, me and Nikita are going to gladly relieve you of your championship duties, honey. And she was like, girl, I'll drop you. Katie was like, girl, I'll drop you. And Nikita was like, girl, we'll do it then. It was giving very much Real Housewives of Atlanta, but more white. So let's just say it was a bunch of Kim Zolciaks arguing. Yeah. Okay. That's what we got, babies. So I imagine next week they probably gonna compete in some kind of match, and Kaden and Katana gonna come out there or whatever. Schism competed against Idris and Malik, and they put on a decent match. I really hate the fact, like, at first I was saying, Don made a point last week where he said the black people are always helping to put other people over. And they are, because Lash has been doing it for months when it comes to every girl that has come through or come back, with the exception of Zoe. She did not put her over. She put over Alba Fire when Alba came back. She put over, she been going at it with Fallon. She put Fallon over. She put over Nikita. Nikita's first feud was with Lash. So she put over Nikita. She went up against somebody else that she put over, but she's been working to put everybody over, but nobody's been putting her over. The same thing is going on with Malik and Idris. They are always putting somebody over. They are never the winners of anything. And in my humblest of humble opinions, both of these black men are very good at what they do. They are light years ahead of Damon Kemp, and Damon Kemp ass is on fucking TV. Roxanne too. She put over Roxanne too. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me put it this way. Damon Kemp is the weakest link in this entire NXT 2.0 division. And yet you got Idris and Malik, who are light years ahead of him, character-wise and in athleticism and in in-ring work, ring awareness, the whole nine. But yet, they got to help put somebody else over? No, ma'am, no, sir. Okay, Tiffany too. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Hell will freeze over before that happens. Oh, Lord. I had a real 3-for-1 special treat during tonight's main event. Would you like to know what it was? Sure. Them 4 heifers were having a mid-off, pretty much, baby. You saw Braun on TV. I don't know what the other 2 are. So, really, Beverly Hills? No, because Beverly Hills don't fight. But the Real Housewives of Atlanta will fight. But because Kim is on there, and it's like, she white, like, she the only white girl on there, and every time they fought, really, she was involved. So, you know. Well, Malik and Idris are corny as fuck, but they got something. I won't call them corny because their character, if they're corny, then what does that make Damon Kemp? He gonna be the measurement by which I measure all corniness. So if they're corny, what the fuck is Damon Kemp? Just riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. Yes, but first, I saw a great main event match between Tyler Bate and JD McDonough. Okay. She ain't put over Tiffany. They haven't faced off. And 2, Ilia Dragunov returning. Okay. Like when Lash lost every match against Nikita, I was disgusted. They can be corny, but people like them exist. I'm sorry, but I don't think that they necessarily corny. I think that their character work is meant to come across as corny, but I won't subject them to that just yet because I haven't seen them kind of spread their wings a little bit. Some people we've seen more than Idris and Malik. They have not had a chance to really do anything. And because they black, I'm gonna be biased as fuck.
The last time they really got a significant push was during that tag tournament.
Even then, they didn't even get out the fucking blocks.
Man.
And I saved the best for last. Seeing Braun Breaker with the kid for Connor's cure and hearing him on commentary telling off Wade Barrett. If that's what made you happy, baby.
Damn it.
A nuisance. I'd rather be corny than be a nuisance. Kemp is the whole cornfield, bitch. I'm just saying. He's all so close. Like, even with Amari Miller, I don't really care for her, but she's been putting over girls who are just starting out, and she's way better than them. The reason why I didn't mention Amari Miller is because they stopped putting her on regular TV. She's more on Level Up than she is on NXT 2.0. So that's the only reason why I didn't mention Amari. But I hear that's what she's been doing on NXT. So there's that. Kemp is a waste of space in the division. Well, that much is true. You were right, though, Ilia. So congrats. Anyways, quick recap. All right. Survivor Series War Games is coming. Okay. WWE's Extreme Rules is happening in like 2 weeks, I want to say. 2 of those matches have been announced. Liv Morgan will face off against Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match. And, it do have a Fireflies lamp in there. Oh, that's weird. Anyway. And Matt Riddle will go up against Seth Rollins in a fight pit match, okay? And more than likely, Bianca Belair will accept Bayley's challenge that she issued to her Monday, and they will set up the match with the stipulations for Bayley and Bianca within the next week or so. All right. Now, I don't know exactly what they're going to do with Dom and Judgment Day and all them hoes, but at this point, I really don't care. I'm just going to call them the stable of whores. And y'all can blame Dom for that because he had that word stuck in my head. Well, does Amari have a character? Amari is like I hate to say this, and y'all probably gonna be like, "Oh, that's fucked up," but she's like a watered down version of Alicia Fox. Which, when I see her, that's who I get is Alicia Fox, 100%. Amari isn't progressing, but she's gotten injured a bunch. She got that concussion. She had that ankle injury, and then she aggravated the ankle injury all within a span of a year. Well, her character has basically been that she's from Kansas. That's it. Bianca can be pretty and trigger Bailey's petty and trigger Bailey's PTSD with the kendo stick on a pole match.
Damn.
Yeah, because Blitz whipped her ass. Yeah. She whooped her ass, and it was her damn fault because she didn't want to use the damn kendo stick. Ignorant bitch.
They told her that she wasn't extreme enough.
It was just dumb. It was like, girl.
But I'm a hugger.
Not Alicia No Fox. Don, stop. Please. Okay, and Halloween Havoc is coming as well. Okay, so we finna be fed, honeys. We are about to be fed. As the girls say, we are about to be fed. Okay. The one Shotzi hosted, the Halloween Havoc match that pay-per-view that Shotzi hosted was my favorite by far. It was absolutely my favorite. I heard that they're supposed to be bringing back takeovers as well. That's coming very, 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 very soon, they say. So, hold on. So we're gonna have Halloween Havoc Saturday, October 22nd on the Peacock and WWE Network exclusively. So this will not be streamed on the USA Network, which thank goodness for that. Okay. Hold on. In the words of Rico, hold on. Let me get the picture. So this is the logo that they are using. This one is basically the new NXT logo, which is all white with the gold and black trim, which to me is just letting you know that they're combining old things with the new setup and regime of NXT, which I like. Okay, so Shawn Michaels might be a permanent fixture in NXT, which I kind of like because now we got some type of authority figure here. They're letting us know who's in charge and what's going on. Okay. They're giving us all of the feels. They're giving it to us. But that'll trigger my PTSD, even though that'll be something. I feel like Amari is like when Sasha first came into NXT. When she was coming in as Mercedes before Sasha. Yeah, but Amari been there for over a year. And as a late mover, she's had plenty of time to develop her character. Shotzi was in her bag that whole night and the weeks leading up to it. She really was. She was living her best life, okay? And I'm very glad that they turned Shotzi backface. Although I kind of wish they would have led with Shotzi just going after the title just once against Liv, because I just feel like that just would have been so much fun watching Shotzi cut her ass down. They only gave them one match with each other. I just wish they would have kept going with it. And then they could have started with Ronda and Shayna and then came back to Shotzi. Came back to Ronda, Liv, and Shayna later. Just kind of did a little pit stop. But Halloween Havoc is coming October 22nd. We are supposed to get Extreme Rules October 18th. Right? Ain't that right? Let me look. This child left his damn wallet here. Went all the way to Kevin's house. I'm looking at the wallet. I left my wallet here. Yep. Oh, it's October 8th. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It is October 8th for Extreme Rules. So we got some time. We got some time, honey. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so we got about 2 weeks. By this Friday, by Monday, we'll be at the 2-week mark before Extreme Rules. Yep. So Extreme Rules is gonna be on the 8th. Okay. And the final match announcement that they have already announced, Survivor Series, is usually that weekend before or after Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's on the 26th. So that's that's right after Black Friday. Yeah, because Thanksgiving is on the 24th, I think. Ain't Thanksgiving on the 24th this year?
It's always on. Well,
I always thought it was on the 23rd. But it's on the 24th. Okay, so Thanksgiving is on the 24th. And then that Saturday, we'll still be eating turkey, dressing, greens, mac and cheese. Sometimes you might get mashed taters, ham. Sometimes you might have a little beef moment, honey. You know, we're going to be out of town.
Mm-hmm. I sit in the hotel room.
We're going to be in a hotel. Because I need to watch Extreme Rule. I mean, I need to watch Survivor Series War Games. I can't miss that.
Okay.
I cannot miss that. Okay, Shotzi would have dog walked Liv, but it would have been entertaining. That was back when Shotzi still had a last name. Those were the days. Shotzi Blackheart is a dope ass name. They should have let her keep it. I figured they were gonna drop Blackheart because that's been trademarked before. Whichever day is the last day of the month. Now she had a beef moment. Child. Ain't gonna get you a little beef moment, honey. Okay. We have to decide. You have to switch up your meats for Thanksgiving because sometimes get a little burn with that turkey and shit. So you have to kind of switch it up. You know, give yourself a little razzle dazzle. You know, you might do ham. You know, might make you a little chicken. You know, make you a little whole chicken bird. You know, get you a couple birds and make that. You know, crisp up the skin a little bit. Or do some tenderloin. Get you a pork tenderloin or a pork butt. You know, find you some different meats. Some people might eat duck. You know, some folks might they might go and get them a little what they call it, quail bird. You know, get you a little hen. You know, it's all kind of stuff out there. Goat, get you some goat, honey, or some oxtails. That might be a good idea. Get you some oxtails or beef shank. You know, a little razzle dazzle for Thanksgiving. Just a little razzle and a little dazzle, baby. Okay. He said, I don't rock with turkey team ham all day. That's because you ain't had it right. Whoever make it is dry. It's dry at your house. Ain't nothing like dry turkey, honey. It make you want make you gag. Anyway, child. Them's the pay-per-views that we're looking forward to. I don't know if they're going to do TLC in December, but I know when Trip and them was like at the helm of everything, like heavy, they were pushing for that December pay-per-view, but it got pulled for day one, so they might not have the pay-per-view in December because of day one. Okay, so if they're sticking to day one this year, there's probably not going to be any more TLC. That pay-per-view has probably been defunct. So these are the last pay-per-views of the year. Okay, so we got Halloween Havoc, like I said. We got that. That's the next one. The next one coming up, the next closest one is Extreme Rules. It is on the 8th of October. The next one after that is Halloween Havoc. It is on the 22nd of October. Then we have the month of December, which will have War Games, Survivor Series War Games, which is probably, it's set to be on the 26th of November. And then Crown Jewel is coming to Peacock. It should be before that. Yeah, this is going to be early in the month. This is the first pay-per-view of November. This is going to be on the 5th of November, probably streaming around 12 or 1 for Crown Jewel. So those are all the pay-per-views that we're going to get for the rest of the year. And I don't see any other pay-per-view happening. Maybe one for NXT might happen. But I don't see any more pay-per-views happening for the rest of the year. All right. So that is it. That is all. That's all we got, honey. We ain't got no more. Okay, I'm finna get out y'all hair. I've been talking to y'all for an hour and 24 minutes. And I want to eat my sandwich. I'm hungry. Okay, I'm hungry. I was about to say oxtails. Child, oxtails get you together, honey. Are the oxtails prices high? I mean, they are. They are. But, I mean, you can switch out oxtails for beef shank. That's a little tidbit. You can get you some beef shank instead of oxtails, honey. Oxtails. Oh, that's because you ain't had no good ones. I'm a firm believer that you have to try it cooked by somebody else. Oxtails are good, especially when they cook right. Get you somebody who work in a Jamaican kitchen somewhere, child. They make some oxtails that make you want to hurt yourself, baby. I'm starting to think that you're a bot. I'm not, I promise. Oxtails are good. But y'all, oxtails, seriously? Oxtails are delicious. Oxtails are good. Anyway, when you bite into hot chicken and you got to do a quick go somewhere. How you going to say ew to oxtails but eat bacon? Why you got to be a rapper?
I don't know.
Well, I just created a new track. I thought we was collaborating. I thought we was collaborating on the remix, though. Oh, no, I told you, I'm not trying to do a remix. This is what I'm trying to do right here. Okay, I'm not much of a rapper, so I'm trying to tell you, you are a rapper. I heard you rap, man. No, just get in the booth. Just get in the booth, man. Listen for it. I'm getting the booth. Go.
Okay. Not that something a bot would say. Wow. Mine was good. Oxtails get you together. Okay. I never had an oxtail before. Oxtails are good. Oxtails are good. Mr. Quake. Hello, Mr. Quake. The logo looks decent. I'm assuming you're referring to the Halloween Havoc logo or the new NXT logo. Either way. Cool. I only got one damn serving, child. A mess. Mensa is the next Kofi Kingston, but better like Cena. Okay. There's room on earth for both. Agreed. Oxtail is good. Thank you. Oxtail is delicious. Like, come on. Hello, Ilia. I mean the new NXT logo. Okay, cool. The NXT logo is nice. I think it's a nice combination of a callback to original NXT and making sure you're looking forward to the new NXT. God, it's horrible.
I don't play checkers. This is not a game.
Oh. Got it. I get what you mean. Okay. That's cool.
Because your stomach get hurt. You need legs down. A little humble pie, how I slice the zone.
Ilia, will you calm down? You acting like a weirdo. Relax. But some people hate it. Like it reminds them of NXT, of the NXT of old. I don't know about that. I think that it's a nice combo of both NXTs. Nah, D wouldn't go through another account. Mello is killing it. I bet Roman would be a bigger star.
On the street, man, I'm so toxic. How you gonna stop this? Nah, how you gonna
Paul makes me start looking at people different, I swear. I can. In Hollywood, I mean, I'll tell you what.
We ball players. This is full court pressure.
Roman could do great in Hollywood, but he's got to have acting chops. Like what we get now in the E with him just wanting to be a heel all the time, he's got to be able to play all sides, you know? So while I think that Roman is great and he is definitely in his bag where he is, he definitely has to be able to evolve like his counterpart, Seth Rollins. No NXT logo will ever be worse than the one they have before 2.0 with the Grim Reaper. Child, it's almost Libra season. Yes, honey. I think Velveteen Dream has the potential, but his ego got in the way, as well as trauma effects of his father. Ice Labo for Roman Reigns. Sir can't stay on one topic. As far as Velveteen Dream was concerned, Velveteen Dream very much got in his own way. There's no other way to explain that. He had potential, yes, but he screwed that up for himself. I kind of like that one. I finally watched Raw. Dexter had me rolling on the floor laughing. I told you. A mess.
Somebody tell him I came back to ball. Why tuck the jersey and when the cat's out the bag?
Why are you doing it over?
Because I messed it. They said I messed it up, so I got to do it over again.
Take off the free throw. That's how you get the bag. Relax. Tell my dogs I got this. Crossover hashtag, hit him with the hot skip. Haters on the street, man, I'm so toxic. How you gonna stop this? Nah, how you gonna top this?
Okay, so I got that right the first time.
Your average.
All right.
Okay, who you dealing with? You know I'm a savage. We ball players. This is full court pressure.
DC comic book character. I mean, understandable. I'm a Cap, respect Libras. Child, that's to getting Miz together. Low key, I want him and Miz to have a real steel cage match. When I saw the knife sticking out, I could not stop laughing. Mello is the Iverson of NXT. Now we need Riker back for NXT. Riker? As in Jackson Riker? No thanks. No thank you. I'm good. I think he got his hands full trying to save all the babies, adopting all the kids. I think he got his hands full with that crusade. So I think Riker can stay where he is, honestly. With all that being said, y'all have a good evening, okay? Make sure y'all follow me on social media. Y'all can see my name is scrolling across the banner down here. Y'all can follow me there. If you want to help me support my channel until I can get myself monetized and I can make some coins off of my page, if you want to help support the channel, you definitely could. Okay, Cash App is right there in the bottom as well. Okay, you can follow me on Instagram to see my commentary and reactions to Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and most of the pay-per-views. I do react to them. I also have a makeup channel you can go and follow. I just posted some new shorts over there, which I will be cutting and editing some swatch stuff of the new Harry Potter palette over there as well. Babe, we got a lot of stuff going. So I got the Down for the Count stuff as well. This is my podcast with my home girls. Okay, the podcast is up. We finished the last 2 episodes. We have the continuation of the situation between CM Punk and the Young Bucks, the fight. We got you guys on all of the tea and information on that. And we also did a recap of the PWI 500 and the BW 500, the lists. Okay, we talked about the list on the show as well. This week, I'm going to be putting out the fashion files between me, Don, and Rico. And I'm also going to be putting out Don's segment called Doubling Back with Don. Okay, so we got a lot of content to put out. And that's going to be a 2-parter because he decided to recap a whole half a year of content. Okay, so we got a lot to go over and a lot to look at and talk about, honey. And we're going to go ahead and post that stuff up so everybody can hear it and see it. And make sure y'all follow us on all of our platforms. We got it on Google Play, Apple Podcasts. We got it on Spotify. And, of course, we are available on Anchor. There are some ads on our podcast now because we have been able to monetize our podcast. So, shout out to us being able to make a little coin. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at Down for the Count 19, where the girls do live tweets of the shows. And of course, you can follow us at D4TC_podcast, where I try every day to post a D4TC quickie at least once a day on our reels to kind of keep the spice rolling over there on the Twitters. Over there on Instagrams, okay? Make sure you follow our partner at We Love Wrestling on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, right here on good old YouTube's, honey. That's where you get all your indie content and especially your Black indie content. All right. Just about every girl that has popped up in NXT right now has somehow came through Trey D's interview process on We Love Wrestling and Women in Wrestling Wednesdays. Okay. So it's a lot going on, but baby, Trey always got you on the goods. Okay, so go follow him because you'll get all of the tea and the information. Now, if wrestling is not necessarily your bag, but you like listening to me being messy, then you might like AT2's page over here on YouTube. Okay, he also has a Twitter and an Instagram and a podcast on all platforms. All right, now AT2 like being really, really messy, bitch. So he covers all the messy stuff. We talking Real Housewives mess, YouTube drama, okay? He's covering it all, from Locked Up to Married to Medicine to Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiance. He gives you a full spectrum of reality TV, pop culture, everything that he can think of to create content out of, he does. You can follow him on all his social medias, but mainly follow him on his YouTube. He has hit 21 plus followers or subscribers on YouTube. So congratulations to you, 82. Okay. I hope he better be promoting me over there as much as I promote him. Shit, I be helping. But his ass don't be helping me. I'm going to be his ass. Anyway, y'all follow me over here. Okay? And I will talk to you guys later. Okay? He can stay right here where he was. Okay, bye. Bye. Not watch us. When I saw Dexter came through the floor, it reminds me of when The Fiend came through the floor when he was feuding with Seth Rollins. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Not too much. He did a lot. He did. Woo, woo. Hell to the motherfucking no on Jackson Ryker returning to WWE, let alone NXT. Well, you heard Kayla. You heard what Kayla said. My sentiments exactly. But y'all, I will see y'all Wednesday for Freestyle Wednesday, as we always do. We're going to do our HBCU confessions. We're going to do our SBC chats. Okay. We're going to do all of that. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to do the Q&A for the first part. We're going to talk about wrestling for the first part, do another hour for Q&A, and then the last part is going to lead up to the HBCU and the SBC chat. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all stick around for all of that, because we always got the mess, honey. And I want to make sure I give y'all the whole spectrum of the shows and recap everything that we've seen for the last couple of weeks and really get y'all invested in the next couple of months of wrestling. All right. With all that being said, I will see you guys in our next one. Bye. Rico says, sir was tired by the time you was done. Ain't got nothing to do with me, baby.
What?
Bye-bye. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little nerd and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.